Joining me now, the mysterious and badass Gretchen, or as we know and love her, Jodi Lyn O'Keefe. Welcome.
Thank you. I like that introduction. Badass Gretchen.
You are awesome on the show.
I'll take it.
Is that far from you in real? I mean, obviously you're probably not, a contract killer, but are you a tough broad?
No, not at all.
No?
I don't even like to argue.
Really?
I get that question all the time. Yeah, I'm really non-confrontational.
Well, I'm sorry to be so average and just come up with the same question everyone does.
That's okay.
At the end of the season premiere, we thought you were dead.
Yes.
Turns out, luckily enough, you were just being brutally tortured.
Yeah, that's the good news.
But what decision did the writers, creator go, hey, you know what? No, we want you to come back.
I think they wanted to keep me around for, you can't really kill all the bad guys. You have to have somebody tormenting the boys, and, it's nice to have a woman assassin on the show. So, yeah.
But then we also find out a little bit about you, because you've kind of been this enigma for quite some time. Mm-hmm. Turns out you show up at your sister's place.
Turns out I show up at my sister's house, and turns out I have a child.
Right, we found that out Monday.
Yes.
So this is your daughter who you've given up to your sister, but now you're pretty ticked off, and now you're back into this game.
I'm pretty angry and working for myself now, so I think that makes Gretchen a little bit scarier. No boss to report to, and she's out for the company now.
We had Rob Knepper on a few months ago. The last scene we see is you and your hot little 6-inch stiletto heels knocking Teabag onto the floor, and so obviously you're going to get in this mix.
Yeah, and that was his idea, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, he said, put that shoe right on my face. Just push harder, push harder. We're teaming up, which makes me so
incredibly happy. I thought he'd have a fetish like that. What a freak. No, I'm just kidding.
I couldn't be happier to work with him. He's incredible.
Now, I get the inclination that you are going to end up with all of these guys and become a part of their team. Are we going to see you switch and become the good girl, or we?
I don't know if I'm ever necessarily going to be the good girl, but I think I might help them out a little bit if it gets me to my ultimate goal.
Because it seems like you're all fighting the same guy, this colonel, and part of the agency there. So obviously you want him dead as much as anybody now.
Well, now me, especially after he threw me down in a basement and had one of my colleagues torture me for weeks and weeks and weeks.
And you girls live, because supposedly you cut the head off of Sarah Tancredi.
You know what?
She's fine.
You can't keep us down.
You can't kill these girls. So you guys, I didn't realize 22 episodes you guys are shooting this season.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome.
I feel really grateful.
Because in TV life, for people that don't know, I mean, about 12, 13 episodes is usually what you get in a season. So
that's about it, and that's what we did last year because of the writer's strike. Our season got cut in half. Normally, Prison Break does do 22.
It's been a fun show to watch, but every week they're breaking into about 50 things.
Yes.
At first it was just Foxwood Prison. Now it's like, we got to get into Fort Knox. Give me the schematics. I'm in.
I've been told that it's looking a lot like Mission Impossible.
Every week.
And I think that's great. Every week we're breaking in somewhere new.
But yeah, they seem to be coming up with still creative, great stuff every week.
I give those writers a lot of credit. I don't know how they do it. I don't even know how we're back for season 4. My question has always been, what are they going to do next?
Where are you going to go?
And they keep answering me every season. I mean, I've been a fan since the beginning. Yeah. So it was a big deal for me to be a part of this cast.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard when you were actually a big fan of the show and then got hired to do it. That's kind of cool.
Yes, it was very intimidating. I called Wentworth Michael for the first 2 weeks. I couldn't get it out of my head that he was Michael Scofield. And also I smiled the whole time, and they kept having to remind me that, you're an assassin. Maybe you should not smile so much while you're killing people.
I don't know. I think that's even more sinister. That's kind of cool.
Not really when I do it and I'm like this. That's not really so sinister.
After watching the episode Monday and seeing you all beat up and tortured, seeing you now, you're a lovely woman. I'm glad to meet you.
Thank you so much.
I'm not nearly as intimidated by you now.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you. I appreciate you coming in. You can watch Jodi in a new episode of Prison Break Monday night, 9/8 Central on Fox. Hollywood 411. We'll be right back.